Hello everyone, today we are going to learn your practical number 6a, that is converting your HTML page into the PWA, that is your progressive web application. To do that, just open the Visual Studio. Inside that you have to create a new project. Please select the template ASP Core Web App Model View Controller. You can give any name to your application. Now I will click on next. Please make sure that .NET should be greater than 8. Now just wait for creation of your project. So for conversion, you just have to follow the 3 steps. First, we'll have to add manifest, add service worker, and you have to add that script into your layout CSHTML. So let's do the first step. Go to the www and root, right click, add new item, and then first we are going to add manifest.json. So for creation of that, I will search for the JSON file. You have to select the JSON and give this file name as manifest. Okay, now my manifest file is created. You have to mention the basic detail of your application here. For example, the basic detail we need is, first one is the name of our application. You can give any name. So currently we are just using the HTML to PWA, and then you have to give put comma here. Okay, now then the second one which is you need is short name. So I will provide the short name as well, short name of my application. I'm just writing HTP. You can give any name. And then the third one you need is start URL, start underscore URL, and the start URL will be slash only. The next thing you need, I will just put comma here. The next thing you need is your display. How you want to display your application? I want standalone application, that's why I will write display here. You can explore many options as well. Other options are also applicable. So I need just standalone. Now the next part, just put comma here. After each statement you have to put the comma. You can set the background color and the theme color as well, but they all are optional. I just need the icons here. Now what is icon? If you are installing your application, you need some icon of your application. That's why I'm writing icons here. And then inside that you have to mention your source. So first I need some images. So I will just right click here, add new folder with the name icons, where I will put my images. Okay, so I had already downloaded some images for my application. I will go to the downloads folder. So I have 2 images here, that is icon of my application, and I will just put that images inside my icons. For the better naming convention, I will just rename my images as icon1 dot png, and similarly rename image number 2 as icon2 dot png. Okay, now you have to mention the source here. So what source you are providing? I'm just providing the source slash, sorry, yes, slash icons slash icon1 dot png. Okay, so I'm just providing this image as my source. Now the next part, you have to mention the size of your icon. Okay, the size of your icon you can mention here as sizes. Okay, inside double quotes you have to mention the size. Currently I have downloaded the image as 512, so I will write 512 x 512. Okay, and then you have to mention the type of your image. So as you can see, they all are the PNG files. So I will say they all are the images of PNG. Sorry, this is the image of type PNG. And comma, last thing you need, the purpose why you are adding that, the purpose of adding your images. So purpose can be any, so I will just mention any here. Okay, so now my icon one is set, but as you know, we have two images here, one with a larger size and second one for the smaller. So I will just write down the whole code again, and I will write 2 here. To separate both of them, I will put comma. Okay, now my second image is of 192 by 192, and this is icon 2, icon 1 and the icon 2. Okay, as you can see, we are not getting the preview here. Okay, why we are not getting preview? We just have to remove this icon. Okay, now we are getting this size is 128, so you can change it according to your size. So I will just rename it as 128, and similarly here I will remove this one. Okay, it is of 512, so I will write 512. Please make sure that icons are so important. If your icons are not loading properly, your PWA will not work. Now the step number 2, we have to add our event listener. To add them, you just have to click on new item, and then you have to search for your JavaScript, because it will work with the JavaScript file, and rename your JavaScript file with a service worker. As discussed during our session, that what service workers do in the background, you can again revise that topic. For that, I will just create my JavaScript here. Now you have to just add two action listener. So self dot add event listener. My first event listener will provide me the install button. So I will just write install. I just need the install button from this listener, and then E. Also, I want output on my console to verify whether it is working or not. So I will write console dot log, and whatever message you want you can write here. For example, I just want service workers install to verify that my application is working properly. I'm just logging everything. Okay, now the second one, it is installed. The install button is now ready, and the second, add event listener, and here I will just fetch the details. So I will write fetch and then E. Okay, now inside braces I will write again E dot, that is my event dot response. My event will response with what, my fetch details. So if I had any error so it will fetch that details, and with the request it will return everything. Okay, so that's it. The two events are added. Now you can just put the semicolon here as well, save that file. Now what's the next? You have to add or provide the link into your layout. So to do that, just go to the view, shared, inside the shared, open layout, CSHTML, and here first you have to provide the link of your manifest. To do that, just write link relational. Okay, you can take the help of the upper mentioned file as well, and then your href. Then you have to provide the manifest. Okay, what you have written. Okay, manifest dot json. Okay, now the next part what you have to do. Okay, what we are getting, the element start tag is missing, closing angular braces. So I will close it. It is closed now. The link relation is added now. The next step, you just have to write the script for your service worker. So at the end, before body tag, I will add my script here, the script tag open and the close, and inside your script tag you have to mention regarding your service worker, whatever service worker you want. So I will write service worker in navigator. Okay, I need service worker in navigator. That's it. Navigator login, no, I just need, sorry, inside navigator only, and should be small inside my navigator. Service worker in navigator. Yeah, we are getting the suggestion now, so it's correct. So service worker in navigator, and I just forget to close. After closing tag you have to mention navigator. We are getting the suggestion now, navigator. Okay, dot service worker dot register. Okay, so what we want to register, which service worker, you have to mention here. So I want to register my service dash worker dot js, and I will put semicolon. The service worker which we had created, we had written here. After that, everything is ready now. We have to just run our application. Okay, so now I will run my application to check whether it is working or not. Okay, now you can see this button here, install HTML PWA. As you can see, our icon is also available. We can install our application and we can use our website as application now. Now, how to check whether your website, service worker and manifest are working? You just have to press F12, and inside F12 you can fetch every detail. For example, your start URL is there, display orientation standard only is there. Inside the service worker you can see the activated and it is running properly. You can get some response function as well, which is not working. Service workers are installed, but this e-response with is not functioning properly. It is fine because currently we are not sending any request, that's why we are getting this issue. But as you can see, it is active now. My service worker is working, and also the manifest file is also working. You are getting the icons as well. So that's it. Thank you so much everyone.